a late game AD carry would be much more effective at dealing with him. Instead, the Lucian says we must win hard early.
And additionally, the Aatrox now paired through as well, a champion we expected to have higher priority.
But that ward very deep in the lane gives Splyce information that they're in that brush.
Oh, Norskeren. All right, has the passive. Will we find a walk away? Nothing going to happen there, but Finn now caught on the wrong side of the creep wave. Definitely not where he wants to be. He's going to be in trouble and immediately taken down. First blood for Splyce.
Inspired and pathed up towards the top side of his jungle. Xerxes was there, stole away some camps. Now bot lane.
Norskeren, not what he wanted. Immediate trade. Well played by Inspired.
A lot of base AD. Win rate went down 5% in high elo. Now Xerxes coming in from behind.
Ooh, good sidestep.
He's okay.
He has the
does
package.
Have the package. Quite honest. But maybe Splyce have a response to their own. Xerxes setting up on the top side of the map. Can to look to steal away the Aatrox ult if he wants to. A quick flash out from Finn, but that takes him out from the tower range. And that means he instantly...
Should know Inspired is here, but one cocoon could just mean instant death if it's on Kaveh.
Oh, goes right on the Norskeren. The passive's not going to be enough. Instantly deleted. Doesn't even need the Garen ultimate. But ViziChachi is here. He's going to spin calling the Meek, but instantly exhausted as well. Trying to dash out to safety. The Infernal Chain's locking him down. And Woolite, the execution, the sword from the sky, and Humanoid just goes right into the Meat Grinder. The stealth will save him from now, but he's in the midst of the entire team. Trying to kill Inspired. Just gets deleted. My God, Rogue are destroying.
Played their cards wrong and it bit them in the ass.
Yeah, Norskeren instantly goes down there with Inspired making that play through a lane. So massive win for this squad. Notice Xerxes and Norskeren coming around on the flank after the turret goes down. They're gonna try to pick up 2.
Maybe a chance to turn 3K in favor of Rogue. Maybe Splyce can get something back. A stolen Garen ultimate. Can he turn it to tenacity? Coming through, trying to speed him up and out to safety. Woolite trying to get away. The Ignite goes down. Woolite will fall in the end. Vander next on the list. The cat running for its dear life.
For Splyce, Chachi going to be in a 3v1 under tower.
Maybe the TP now coming in. Can he make his way out? He does not have the ultimate. Instantly deleted. And someone else is just throwing right into the Meat Grinder. Kaveh is next. The shutdown is there. Trying desperately to kill Larson. Humanoids on the backside. Larson caught in the midst of the enemies. Cannot walk into Kaveh without risking his life. Can he find the kill? No. Locked up. No. Larson, are you mad, man? He actually gets it. Finn now caught there, but Vander's going to back him up. The cat, the healing, the prowling projectile. Humanoid has to run, but Norskeren on the way in. The final chapter will disengage. Rogue and Splyce trading blows with the Akali next on the list. Massive damage coming in with the helps of the wonderful LEC stat teams. And when the CKPN, that's combined kills per minute, regardless of size, is 0.7 or less, they're 5-0s for them coming into the series. Hey, Rogue's a slow team. Bad news, playoff Rogue, not nearly as slow.
Catch Splyce off guard because they are a slow to set up team. Once they are set up, they almost always execute perfectly. But if you
Baron buff just makes it go from bad to worse, and the Yuumi, of course, already has the Unholy Grail, working on the Echo, but gotta hold that thought, because meanwhile in the mid lane, Norskeren praying for that passive to save it today, but once again, the Garen ult just too much, shuts him down. The exhaust now coming out though. Xerxes running for his life. Prowling projectile once again will slow. Finn running in on the backside, has the extra movement speed. Stealing the Elise form, trying to jump out to safety. Clever play from Xerxes, but it's not going to be enough. Finn is on the hunt for blood, and he'll take the spider down.
Relatively soon in 51 seconds, and now with second tier mid down and Rogue having full access to this jungle, they have...
You can't forget that Vander was in the summer finals last year in Madrid. Finn, as we've said before, 13th ever LEC game, not even just playoffs, now bot.
Now looking to pick a fight with ViziChachi. Remember, Spear of Shojin's going to make ViziChachi a big threat, but it's not going to matter too much if he gets taken down here. Trying to get enough Fury, Cold and Meek, but Finn just takes him out. The TP on the way in. Norskeren has to go in and try to save Humanoid. Humanoid dashing through. Kaveh's there as well. Maybe they can turn this one. Larson now running for his life. Humanoid gets taken down though. Finn, he's going off. He's on a rampage. The Garen now coming in, but Inspired's on the backside. Goodbye to Kaveh. Right into the Meat Grinder. The Umbral dash chase on the Abscond of Doug. Xerxes going to try to turn this one, stealing away the Aatrox ult. ViziChachi now coming in. They want to take out the top laner, then they want to set their sights on the Baron. Lower and lower. Finn, quick dash over the wall, buying as much time as he can. 3K and dropping. They're not going to be able to get to the pit. They have to pick one or the other. Xerxes, desperate, knows he needs to make his way into the pit now. 15K, getting lower and lower. Can he make
he blocked it!
Over. Woolite with the hero play to turn it. He denies entry into the pit. He takes Xerxes. Was the time where Splyce were supposed to be in control. 1 to 2 items. They were supposed to have something going on, but it's too little too late.
Right now, because you can't withstand the siege. Here we go!
Here we go, trying to find a way in final chapter to try to disengage, but Norskeren, he's already dead. The rest of the team now fleeing. They've been knocked apart. The coordination is falling apart for Splyce. Rogue are simply tearing through them. It's Humanoid all on his lonesome, trying desperately to fight Finn. Inspired goes up, Humanoid goes down, and ViziChachi taken up on the side. Larson finding the 1v1, and Woolite just running Xerxes down. A stolen Garen ult is not enough.
It just never ends. Rogue are unrelenting here. 23 minutes on the clock. This team is not going to stop until they put Splyce in the ground.
Like you said, live fast, die young. Splyce recognized that that was going to be the only opportunity that they would have to try to catch Rogue off guard. At this point, that's the nail in the coffin. I think Rogue have cleaned out game 1.
And at this point, I don't think anyone can doubt them anymore in this best of 5. And plenty of people predicting a clean, confident 3-0 from Splyce. Feeling mighty foolish after the last few fights. Rogue gonna grab 2 inhibitors, the third one.
The bot lane pushed out.
There you go. That's a fast Garen Humanoid. He's locked up, but they can see the animation. Now Humanoid running for his life, gonna try to get something, but the rest of the team is here. It's a slaughter. They're getting run down. Splyce will not be able to make it out of this first game. Rogue take down Xerxes. Woolite on a rampage. The culling doesn't do any damage. Splyce absolutely getting ripped to pieces. Finn now godlike. Kave next on the list. They're gonna take him out. They'll give another one to Finn, and ViziChachi has to run for the hills.
Time after time, people do not believe in Rogue, but time after time, they prove they are right where they deserve. They get into playoffs, and now they take down Splyce in game 1.
And this is it, a dominant showing from Rogue in game 1. More than just a Garen Yumi, they have absolutely dismantled Splyce for their first win. We've seen that champion. It looks like it will be now the Azir locked in for Humanoid. So once again, fighting fire with fire, matching scaling with even more scaling now on the side of Splyce. Be a really difficult call though. You can see Xerxes already trying to path down. Does not want to walk into Fog of War, but enough vision there to stop this. Larson now going in fishing for the 1v1 against Humanoid. He's going to get it first blood! Now they no longer have to go for an ambitious dragon play. It's free because the mid laner is dead. Could have been disaster.
Yeah, if he doesn't flash that, I'm pretty sure he just instantly goes down right now.
Bot lane, Kave goes in, he's exhausted, but it's not going to matter already. The AD carry's dead. Vander's next on the list. The rest of the team chasing Kog'Maw. The passive will not be
double TP
with a double TP. Splyce going to get a taste of their own medicine.
Here comes the
Just like game 1, and in come the soul laners. Can they be the difference makers? Now Splyce TPing in as well. Kave's going to grab another kill. It's now an absolute bloodbath. Larson going to try to fish for something, but there's no damage left. Akali does not have the cooldowns to take this fight. Is forced to walk away.
Close. What he doesn't know is Inspired is in this bush.
Yeah, I actually do. Oh, I'll hold it.
Using the ultimate there, Northscarin has now been caught out and taken down. Rogue.
Topside, we can instead try to trade this Infernal for a tower.
I do think the Rift Herald top may be a little bit of an overcommitment. I think they pick this up pretty much regardless of if they have Herald or not. Yes, they can use it to try and push in for that next tower, but realistically, I'd love to see that used on mid lane.
I actually think it's so they can get a cheat into the mid lane unless they try to catch out Chachi here, kill him, and force down second.
Finn now locked up immediately. The CC is there. Kave just leaps in, and the shutdown comes out for Splyce. Rogue cannot cheat to the mid lane anymore, but instead will focus on this top lane tower, seeing so many members committed into the bot lane. Humanoid pushing it onto Larson, but will not find a kill.
Mid lane, bot lane, Splyce have a lot of pressure. Top lane, though, they will lose a second tower. So Rogue are going to make up a lot of gold off of this play. Ultimately, bot lane still will be traded in favor of Splyce. They picked up the Infernal as well, so Splyce can be relatively happy with that series of events.
But overall, I still favor Rogue here, taking 2 towers for Finn's life. Like, I'll roll them.
And once you take this mid lane outer turret, it becomes much easier.
Well, that would be the mid lane outer tower.
And right now, Rogue are making a TP play behind ViziChachi top.
ViziChachi needs to make his way out. Mininar is on the way. Has to be careful. Using the hop early is going to be disastrous. Good dodge out from Larson. ViziChachi now in mini form. No stats left, and that means no life.
They might just go into the Baron now.
It looks like based on the mini-map, the rest of the team now moving in. Northscarin already using the hook. Vision goes down over the wall. Finn waiting on the backside. Wants to stop Xerxes from getting in. Well, I can't afford to be the body blocker this time, but doesn't need to be. A fantastic ulti going in on Humanoid. The Azir is dead. Larson's invisible. They tried to lock him up. Vander saved the day, but that means Woolite is vulnerable. No Tom Catch Devour for a few more seconds, but it's not going to matter. Massive damage on the Kave. He's exhausted, and he's dead. Shut down for Larson.
A brilliant move from Rogue all the way across the map. It starts with the pressure on the bottom side of the map. Now a hook. They might get Finn.
Xerxes wants to get something. The TP coming in. ViziChachi on the backside. The Mininar can look to chase down here. The double bounce if he goes off of one of his teammates' head. Inspired has to respect it. The hook is going to go wide. However, ViziChachi can't keep chasing on his lonesome. He's the only one who can step forward.
Splyce are able to trade that kill in the end there. But I love the Rogue we're seeing here in playoffs. It feels completely set to then TP back and towards the Baron. We got another fight.
Mid lane, Northscarin's going to go down one more time. Kave could be next on the list. Larson now chasing for it. It's a very fed Akali. Long range ulti will not connect. Xerxes secures Kave's retreat.
But time and time again, it's Northscarin overextended in the mid lane, getting caught off, and you can't do that when you're against an enemy Sejuani. Every single time, Inspired is going fishing for that, and he's finding it.
Now tier 2 in the sights of Rogue. Humanoid doing what he can on the top side of the map to get something back in return, but honestly, Rogue just now so far ahead. Of course, the gold's still relatively close, however.
The issue is that Chachi doesn't have TP, so Rogue are completely fine to overextend, if you will, into that mid lane, be that far forward and pressure that mid tower because the big engage in Gnar doesn't
will fall down. Mid lane, Vander gets hooked.
Now the engage, Vander very much in trouble. A lot of damage goes down onto him, but once again, Larson the man you have to keep your eyes on, trying to chase down, looking for Xerxes, is going to get the kill. Finn now on the hunt, has the reset. Kave is going to get pulled back. Infernal Chains will find him, but no, Kave still trying to survive. It will not be enough. Larson 4K and dropping 24 minutes into the game. Now a 3K gold lead, soon to be even greater. Backed up by a Baron. 4-point tier 2 tower. Splyce maybe going to pitch for something in the mid. Kave feeling the play. One more auto, a few more, trying to get it to safety, but Larson will just dash out, and that means meanwhile the rest of his team could be in trouble.
Kabe literally trying everything he can right now to turn this game around, but that's his flash, that's his bottom lane inhibitor. Splyce have their backs against the wall. They continue to get chunked out, and Rogue showed no signs of slowing down.
It's absolutely fearless. Humanoid is just another name on the list. They're going to chase it in. The TP is now coming into the mid lane. Larson moving back to support. One inhibitor is going to fall. Larson may just fish for the dive here against Humanoid, but lethal tempo procs doing good damage now. The rest of the team can start to cheat to the mid lane. Humanoid has to be careful here. Instead, they've just got their eyes set on the Nexus. They're just walking into the base. Rogue are tearing Splyce apart. The Nautilus ultimate denied. Vizichachi, maybe this is his hero moment. Eyes on the Meganar. Maybe the double bounce into the ult can be enough, but it does not look like it.
Where is your cheese now, Splyce? You are actually just getting manhandled by Rogue.
No chance.
That's
That's what he wants, but there's no damage left. Kabe on the side. Maybe he can get this done. Maybe it will be enough. Kabe, is he there? The double kill comes through, but the Akali's alive, and Finn, he dunks down, and in this moment, Rogue are demolishing Splyce from favorites to falling through. Xerxes, it will not be enough. He gives his life, and at this moment, on this day, Rogue from 5th place to 2-0 to match point versus Splyce.
We're going to see his Kled. I was just going to say, yes, we are. Why didn't I say it a second earlier? I swear I had predicted. There we go. The Kled. What do we think of Finn on Kled?
And Finn, in the meantime, demounted, forced to use his own flash. So Splyce are able to match flash for flash, but as you mentioned, that Inception play, that knowledge missile there, looks like he denied the wall impact damage from the Gnar. So still incredibly well played mechanically, but now Larson is the one in trouble. Humanoid looking for a little bit of vengeance after the previous game. Larson now has to run for the hills. Hexagon keeping him alive for now, but Humanoid will still grab that one in the end.
And finally, Humanoid is ready to play in the series. This is the guy that we need to start popping off here. It shouldn't be Larson controlling this mid lane.
But look at top lane. Finn and Inspired are both in this lane. They want to make the play.
The charge. Northscaren's not going to be enough to stop this one. The entire team collapses. Xerxes trying to find the disengage. Maybe Splyce can turn it, but Woolite goes right back in. That's going to be a lethal instinct right there. Diving into the backside. Humanoid.
Splyce have stepped away. They're going to go ahead and give away the Mountain Drake. They don't feel comfortable going for it or contesting for it. But you also have your non-TP member, while Chachi has there. So you needed to make sure that Splyce didn't have numbers behind it to immediately clear it out.
And the reason why they not to actually initiate a fight, but just to zone Splyce away from the tower, and now they can fan out onto the map, pick up those side lane towers, and deny Splyce from getting much more.
And now Splyce are trying to respond, however, looking to break down this bottom tier 1 tower. Corki's on the way to pick up the farm. They know they're a little bit too late. Humanoid will get one back in return, but if we check on the top side, Vizichachi, the other member that we have to keep our eyes on. Meganar on the way. He's not gonna have
is a blemish on Splyce's perfect record.
Meanwhile, Rogue, while Splyce commit 5 members to pick up the Drake themselves, Rogue are just playing the money game right now, rotating multiple members up into the top side of the map, pick up the enemy jungle CS, knock down a tower as well, and at the same time, Larson was fully pushing out that mid lane wave, so Splyce can't respond. Also just get knocked away by that Tristana. Vander not going to have the easiest force on you.
Here comes the charge. Northscaren going to be sacrificed here, leaping into the rest of the team on the way. Vander, though, knocked back. Can he get anything? No. Finn now forced to retreat. Humanoid into the back line. Pocket Pistol will take him over the wall, but Vizichachi runs him down. Kabe's going to grab that kill, and now Humanoid trying to find a kill. Will he step forward?
They got caught in this very tight funnel of a corridor with Humanoid coming in from behind. It meant that Rogue actually couldn't get their back line in there to deal the DPS.
And this is what we were waiting for. We needed a pick to go down, someone to lose numbers, so we could eventually start winning out on this mid lane. Now, there is going to be a big reset moment here. Splyce have committed to taking the mid tower, trying to stagger their backs as well as the Infernal, and immediately you see Rogue sprinting towards the Baron. That's because they're first on the map, they have the numbers advantage here, and I'm just curious how bold they're feeling. Splyce know that this is a potential, they need to guard this Baron.
Vander finds the knockup. Shuriken Flip is there. Humanoid, though, now in trouble to shut down. This could be
no quickness for Vander. It's a 5v4 without their spells.
Chachi, this is his time to shine. Meganar is on the way. He leaps in, he finds 3! And an instant, he waited so long for his opportunity, and there it is. Finn, though, fishing for the reset. Larson still in touch with the backside. He may just get the remount. Northscaren now running for his life. Rogue have turned the play. I cannot believe it. Finn gets the remount. He's running them down. This could be it. The cask is forced out. It's the only hope.
It stays still. Rogue will not win. A fight that moves, they will.
There we go. Vander off into the flank. He finds it. It's a beautiful engage. Everyone goes in. Humanoid is left holding his head in his hands. He doesn't even get to participate. The Akali is useless. Woolite takes down Kabe, and Humanoid dies in the end. Rogue have destroyed Splyce.
Rogue take 5 without losing a single member. They don't even care about the Baron buff. They're just going to charge it down this mid lane. They're going to be able to take a lot.
They are massive death timers. 20 on Kabe, 14 on Northscaren. Rogue are going to do as much damage as possible before Splyce get up.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
They're just going to end.
For the end.
They're going to end it. Not just a 2-0, not just a win, but here we go, defying all expectations. The legacy of European rookies is alive and well with Rogue. They destroy Splyce. They secure top 4.
Thank you very much, guys. And wow, I mean, for a team who came in today with 0 expectations, you had something to prove, I guess. So any first thoughts on moving to round 2 now?
I mean, if we beat Splyce, I think we can beat everyone. I mean, at least from second Robin. So I'm really confident.
Okay, that was really a different Rogue from what we've been used to seeing during the split because, I mean, you've been inconsistent in a way, and there was no defining moment when you guys turned everything around. So was there a moment you knew that you could actually reach playoff and keep on getting better and better?
I would say that we got a lot of experience from every game on the stage. So start wasn't the best, but with every week going on, we felt much more confidence on stage. And coming to playoffs, a lot of people didn't expect us to win, but I was really confident that we'll win. Like, I knew that if we'll play like we do in practice, we will be able to take down Splyce.
It's interesting because coming in today, you guys were, both teams were super slow team, a bit inconsistent in the early game, especially you guys, and you were so proactive today, moving around the map. Was it something you guys worked on this week? And how could you reach this level so fast?
I would say that we worked on it the most because it was the biggest weakness. I mean, we take a lot of experience from stage. We saw what we did wrong, and most of the times the wrong things was rotation on the map. We also focused on that mostly on scrims. So in reviews, we talked about rotations all the time. And yeah, we can see that it pays off.
And even on your first series, coming today, as you were going to play the first best of 5 of your career on the LEC stage, what were your thoughts?
I played some best of 5s in my career already, so I wasn't really stressed. I just took it like another week in LEC.
Okay, well, one step at a time, as every team does, apparently. In Ready Check, we talked about the fact that Yumi was less strong than she used to be, Azir and Corki as well, and still you guys decided to pick these champions in Game 1. So can you give me the reasoning behind this?
I mean, the champs that we picked worked really well for us on scrims, so we decided that we'll just go with it. We had prepared so many draft scenarios, actually, like Kog'Maw with Tam, first game with Garen, if they will pick something aggressive into Yumi, like they did Volibear. And yeah, we just practiced those comps and it worked out.
Now that the series is over, tell me more about your prep. How did you guys prep against Splyce? You were mentioning a lot of scenarios being ready, so tell me more about this.
It's more like we knew what champs they play, so what champs are good against them. We expected the Volibear pick, that's why we prepared Garen. And I mean, overall, we don't prepare for like one team. We prepare like what's the best on the patch, like what should we play. And so it wasn't like main focus on Splyce too. Yeah.
In Game 2, you managed to play on blue side, which has been your favorite side during the split. So can you tell me now why you're stronger on blue side than on red side?
I feel like when Kiana is in the game, she's first pick Wolf, so everyone is banning her on red side. She already lose 1 ban on red. And our draft scenarios were just working better on blue side, so yeah, we decided to go blue.
And then you have to play on red for the last game. You were confident still?
We did a bit weird draft. Enemies left Olaf open for some reason. They didn't even ban a second rotation. So we just picked it and yeah.
Okay, now rewinding a bit. It's match point for you guys. Nobody was expecting it. You step in on stage about to maybe play the last game of the series, which could lead you to round 2. What goes through your head at that moment?
I mean, I was really confident that we will win. Like, I didn't feel like we will lose regardless what we do. I felt like if we will play like we do in practice, we'll win for sure. And yeah, I didn't come here to lose, so.
And I gotta say, you look very calm and confident for a rookie who just managed to qualify to playoff, then beat Splyce, who was the favorite team, and then who's about to move to round 2. So, I mean, it's impressive to me.
I mean, that's just nice. Like, it's okay.
Well, I hope you can keep this mindset for the rest of the playoffs. Now you will play against the winner of Vitality versus Schalke next week. Any thoughts on this matchup tomorrow?
We already won once against both of those teams. We also lost once. I don't really care who we will play against. Like, I just want to perform well, and I think if we will perform well, we are able to take both of the teams.
All right. Well, I think like you should keep this mentality because it's been paying off for you guys. Congratulations again on making it to round 2. And now let's send it over to PGL.